threat of disaster is never pleasant.
Welcome to the Casual Preppers podcast.
These safety measures are essential.
The only place for prepping, survival, and entertainment.
This will be your source of survival instructions and information. Every member of the family must be coached in the business of survival.
Here are your hosts, Cam and Kobe.
Can't beat a good John Smith joke.
I've just been staring at the ceiling trying to regain my composure.
Gosh, man, I really wish we could let people hear pre-show, but we just can't.
We can't.
No.
It's R-rated.
Yeah, John Smith.
It's so funny that, like, we have the chipmunk voice and then a really deep, like, voice thing, and we, like, go into whole different
personalities for different people.
Based on how your voice sounds.
Like, that's our warm-up usually before the pod. Have we told them this? I don't know if we have.
Probably.
Yeah, our warm-up before the podcast is we go to a chipmunk voice on this machine. Or we go to like a Satan voice. And like that's just how we get ready for the podcast.
The back of my head hurts.
We've been laughing too hard.
Talking stupid crap.
My gosh.
Anyways.
Welcome.
Let's go to the boring episode.
Okay. Mindless Banter.
That's a good one.
99.
Ooh.
Holy balls.
About ready for an apocalypse to happen
so
in the Mindless Banter.
Just remember, next episode's a big deal.
It is a big deal.
Mindless Banter 100. We're going to have a little special for you.
Yeah.
Something.
Heck yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah.
Maybe just chipmunk voices for the whole time.
Yeah, for 2 hours.
For 2 hours. Chipmunk voices. No, we can split it. Half and half. Chipmunk, then Satan voice. You know?
They go hand in hand.
No, I'll be Satan voice. You could be chipmunk.
There we
Maybe
go.
that's what we'll do.
Oh, man, the jokes won't work.
They won't. No, they definitely won't.
But, yeah. I want to tell you about something, though.
Okay, good.
There's a lot of good books out there.
There really are.
But the best one for medical preparedness for a prepper is the Prepper's Medical Handbook.
Oh,
and it is by someone that knows his stuff.
That's the thing.
Yep. His name is William W. Forgy. He's a medicine expert. He's a survivalist. And he gets to the point in the book. That's what I like the most about it. It's just like super straight to the point.
Get to the point. Oh my gosh. How do I stop this bleeding?
There's just it really is like super concise. So
yeah.
Come on.
You don't
I've been
want,
reading 16 chapters. How does he stop a
You don't want like poetic prose when you're trying to like stop an artery from spurting on somebody.
Right.
You want to get right to the point.
It's like a textbook but in like fun fashion.
Yeah.
I like this book. It's great. It's organized to give you the best medical information for a prepper and survivalist. It even goes through how to build your own FAQ. I love this book. And I do think it's one of the better ones that I have in my like prepper library. So go to preppersmedicalhandbook.com or go to amazon.com and get you the Prepper's Medical Handbook.
Get it done.
And you'll love it.
Get it done.
It's a good read.
All right, guys, Q&A. Again, we say it all the time. This is our favorite episode of the month.
Mother Prepper.
Mother Prepper. She sent us a nice...
It's the best one to start with.
It is, yeah. Mother Prepper says, what's your favorite full contact sport / training, and why should everyone try it?
I didn't even answer this.
Why not?
Because?
You don't want to go rugby or something, or wall ball or something?
Wall ball. That does become a bit intense.
Do you remember volleyball playing that? Like in middle school, did you guys ever play that?
I played a little bit.
Did you?
They still play it. Like,
do they?
Yeah, Finn's always like, I always want to play wall ball.
Wall ball, yeah.
That's a good one.
It is a good one. But yes.
We used to like change it to where, is that the one where you like have somebody have to go up against the wall and get hit in the back?
No.
We would like change the rules where it's like if you miss it or something like that, you had to go and they just as hard as they could throw it at your back.
That sounds brutal.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I was.
Bear River City wall ball.
That wasn't what I was thinking of. You played in a racquetball court.
Yeah, right?
Wall ball.
This is like handball.
Okay.
In a way.
Volleyball. Okay. Maybe that's, I don't know. We played it with like a volleyball ball.
No,
so it's
that's different.
It's like volleyball in a racquetball
We
court.
would use like a handball. So
okay. We'd use chicken eggs and throw them at people. We called it wall ball.
We didn't have much. We just wad up a bunch of tape.
Yeah.
Kick it around.
Mostly used rocks. Throw them at cars.
2 kids got some severe brain damage.
One of them was me.
That's why I became what I became.
Yeah, ask me. Anyways, but yes, Mother Prepper. What's your favorite full contact sport / training, and why should everyone try it? Recently, Mother Prepper started training Jiu-jitsu.
Oh, nice.
And so, welcome, Mother Prepper, to the Jiu-jitsu cult, as we like to call it, because once you start Jiu-jitsu, you start to be a little culty. Like, yeah, you should try it too.
Once you have jiu-jitsu, you don't go back.
Yeah, that's right. But no, I think everybody should try jiu-jitsu because it's amazing. It's like, it's hard to explain. You get like this weird little superpower. It really is almost like a superpower because it feels like when you start, you're like, what are these people doing to me and how are they doing it? Like, I'm just
Kind
getting.
of is like a humble superpower. You're like,
Yeah.
how am I getting schooled?
But then once you get that, when you can start doing that, oh my gosh, you feel like you're kind of a superhero or something. But I can't say enough good things about jiu-jitsu. For me, it's like, it's great to keep me in shape. It's great for my mental health. It's great. Obviously, self-defense is a nice big bonus for all this. And you get to meet a lot of really cool people. So, yeah. And it's just something another thing to become obsessed with and have fun with and learn.
Yeah.
You know, I love learning new things. I love getting like deep into new hobbies and stuff like that. And jiu-jitsu took me hook, line, and sinker. Okay. So anyways, yeah, jiu-jitsu. Thanks, Mother Prepper.
That's a good
Mother
one.
Prepper.
Mother Prepper.
Go follow her too on Instagram, man. She's got so much cool stuff. She does a lot of really cool things.
Nice.
Mother Prepper.
Mother
Exactly.
Prepper. Last prepper standing.
Yeah, there's the last one.
Yeah, the last one. Have you prepped supplies to perform the regular maintenance? That's how my mom says it.
Maintenance
On your vehicle. Have you prepared those supplies, Kobe?
It's not like
This is, this is a good question. Like, because do you have the supplies to continue maintenance or fix up your vehicle?
Yeah.
That's a tough one. I do have a few quarts of oil that are ready to use. I also save some old that's like I probably change my oil a bit too frequent for like full synthetic. I do it a little bit early. So that oil could, in a pinch,
sure,
be used to top off, a low engine oil light or something like that.
or make an oil slick if you need one.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slip and slides are way better
Or if you're
with
gonna have-
10W.
Like a post-apocalyptic wrestling match with the ladies in the backyard. How's that synthetic, ladies?
It's unused, so you get.
I thought you said it's on you.
It's unused on you.
It's on used on you.
But and then there's some parts that I'll like take off, and I tend to hoard a little bit of that stuff,
Yeah.
but not enough. I probably couldn't completely do a whole
Tune up.
80,000 mile,
Yeah.
maintenance on my car.
The thing they charge you like $150 for it.
Yeah,
Jiffy Lube.
ridiculous amount.
And all they're doing is just like resetting some gauge or something.
They're just holding down the start button for 30 seconds. Yeah, that cleared them all.
Yeah, charge them $150.
That's
That's why
exactly
I don't
what
go
probably
to that
happens.
place, man. I hate that place so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't done enough of this for sure. Like Cam, I do have some oil. I have some washer fluid. I figure that's something. But that's about it. I don't really have much else. But I'm not a mechanic in any way, shape, or form. So it's just something that I'm doing jiu-jitsu. Ain't got time for that. Spark plugs and wires and whatnot. I'm choking.
Heck yeah.
People. Yeah, so I just don't. I need to.
Yeah. That's a good
It is a good question. Mr. Montanez 1.
Montana is.
Oh,
easy one. Mr. Montan. Easy one.
Easy one, yeah. What OTC medicines would you recommend for a long-term bug-out or inch-type bag? Antidiarrheals, pain meds, etc.
That's a good one.
It is a really good one, and I'm going to let Cam really take the bulk of this, but you know what I'm going to say. Ibuprofen.
Yep.
Man.
Kobe's cure-all.
It really is. It's like something's wrong with you. You don't like your job. Have you tried ibuprofen? Take 800 miggies. You're going to feel better.
Try 200 and then go up to 400 in 2 weeks.
Don't mess with that 200, 400, 800 miggies right off the bat. That's where it's done.
Right off the bat.
Cam's like, this is not medical advice. Okay.
They're used to that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the
seriously,
basic stuff.
Ibuprofen.
It is. No, I guarantee, that is one sure shot to control a lot of stuff. So
For sure, yeah.
Ibuprofen. Aspirin's got to go in there too.
Does it?
Just because of its ability, heart problems, stuff like that.
My grandpa's always got aspirin.
I know.
Like,
I actually really like aspirin.
Do
you? It rocks my stomach.
Does it? I haven't taken an aspirin in probably 25 years.
But for headaches, it works really well for
Does
me. It just depends on the person. But it's the first thing you're going to chew if you have a heart attack. So
Sure.
it's just good to have on hand. Loperamide. That's the
Sounds like something. I don't
I'm
know.
just trying to think of the brand name.
Oh, let's see.
Imodium.
Oh, Imodium.
Imodium stop the poops.
That stuff is
and then
wonderful.
stool softeners to help control the poops. Get them
When
out.
you get too much of the Lipolium.
This is all. Yeah,
ride.
you definitely want something to slow down diarrhea because if you're running, if you're trying to get away from everybody, and you
can't stop to take a turd every 2 minutes.
You can't. So, and then if you get constipated, what a miserable symptom.
Yeah,
Well, it's
see-
like my belly hurts all the time.
I think I've only been constipated like really one,
I think
one
I
time.
have like a handful of times of poop.
Don't do weird hand gestures when we're talking about
I don't know,
constipation.
handful
I
of
don't
poop.
like it. It feels weird. But one time, and I was like, "Oh, this is why people don't like this."
Yeah, it's super
because it's not
uncomfortable.
fun. Yeah,
And there's a lot of things to prevent that, like DocuSate. You can get that. over-
Docalax, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yep, it's all available. Miralax,
Prune juice.
but the liquids are harder because they weigh
Yeah.
more, and so. But there's pills. There's stool softener pills, loperamide, which is I keep forgetting the freaking
Imodium.
Imodium,
Yeah.
and then aspirin and ibuprofen. But Pepto tabs,
Yes.
they're so nice for like.
I always-
so if you're under stress, you're gonna want something to settle the acid.
Yeah.
Pepto's great, and
Dude.
it tastes delicious.
Yeah, I don't like the tabs as much. I
No,
love,
not nearly as
so
good,
I love
but
the tabs
they
because
still taste good.
because I can throw them in my pocket and have
Yeah.
them there all day if I need them. But I just want to drink some. My daughter had some this morning, and I kind of felt bad that I didn't get any. You know what I mean? I was like, I want a little like an orange juice and Pepto maybe for like a breakfast cocktail.
Yeah, it's great.
You know
It's a
what I
great
mean?
one.
Yeah,
And then you might as well throw a tube of antibiotic ointment in there.
sure.
So-
Did you mention Tylenol?
Oh, and Tylenol.
Tylenol. Yeah,
Tylenol, I mean,
sure.
Tylenol's got its minimal use, but I
Yeah.
like it just because it's safer and
It's safe. Yeah.
well, in a way, it's kind of not great for your liver.
Oh, yeah, that's
people
right.
overdose on it all the time. But anyways, those are easy over the counter. Oh, and an antihistamine I would put in
Oh,
there.
yes.
Benadryl's drowsy, like really drowsy inducing, but the thing about Benadryl is like it can be used for sleep better than the other antihistamines,
Yeah.
and it's an antihistamine. So I'm like, I would throw Benadryl in before the others,
That's a good idea.
just because it has a lot more uses.
Somebody's
Nausea,
always like,
it's good for
Yeah.
even for headaches. It's good for
Really?
yeah. Benadryl's got a lot of good use. So I'd use the old trusty.
you just never know when you're going to run into something. Somebody starts getting hives or some weird crap.
And
you know?
first generation antihistamines like Benadryl are going to
Mm-hmm.
beat the others. The other ones are great for allergy control and non-drowsy, but I'm going to go
Mm-hmm.
with Benadryl. So
Sweet. I like that.
final answer, Benadryl.
Yes.
It's the only one.
Go get it.
So there you go.
Awesome. I like it.
Lane Wyatt Hughes. Birth
Hmm.
date. It's got like everything on there.
Lane Whitehughes, 42455 Lane.
It's everything. I'm going to put it all on my name.
Come to the back door.
Lane Wyatt Hughes, 1246. Best survival gun.
Yeah.
Caliper, rifle, pistol,
Caliper.
citra,
Calipers.
caliper.
Brakes.
No, I had to say it.
Yeah.
I'm in no way an expert, but I like a couple of calibers for several reasons.
Yeah, I hate these questions.
Me too.
I almost didn't put it in here but people like to hear the answers, I suppose. But
do.
again, we aren't experts on this. And
People
we've-
like to discuss.
They do.
this. And a lot of people can do it in a civilized manner.
Yes.
A lot can do it in an a-hole manner.
Uncivilized manner. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the basic answers that I've gone with for quite a while. And the first one is a 22.
Pussy.
Yeah, no, because it's cheap, it's small, and anyone could shoot it. That's
Yeah.
what she said. Plus, I mean, there's 22 bullets everywhere.
Yeah.
You look under any couch in Utah, you're gonna find 22
True.
bullets.
Nickels, Cheetos, and 22 caliber
22
bullets.
bullets. You're gonna be I used to get like the box of like 5,000 like
Oh,
for,
yeah.
for Easter.
Yeah.
Like, look what the Easter Bunny bought you, buddy. Like, holy hell, I won't be able to shoot those. I'm like,
No. Now you're like, I wish I had all of those
I
still.
finally shot them all.
Yeah.
It's like 38 before I shot them all, but I did.
They were. They're like penny candy.
You could get them for
I'm
nothing.
gonna get Swedish fish and a couple of the 22s.
22s. Bag of 22s, please. We seriously, man, we used to shoot so many of those. We go rabbit hunting.
We did.
and
I
it was
did
like
too.
Friggin' bullets everywhere. So, 22s. 223, 556, obviously, with your longer ranges, it could be used for self-defense. It could be used for hunting. it's a kind of a great all around, more longer caliber. And then the 9mm, it's inexpensive. Again, it's everywhere. Pistols have some power. They can be concealed, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going. Those 3 calibers.
Yeah. I obviously really like the 22 weight wise and how much ammo you can carry and small game. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Sure.
Like a lot of cool guns for like a 22. I think people write that one off too often. And then 9mm, obviously, it's packs a bit, a lot more of a punch if you're actually shooting humans.
Yeah.
And
it's stopped everyone that I've shot.
I much rather have that one if I'm faced with that kind of danger than the 22. As for rifles, I don't feel like I had like the best dad to teach me. No, I didn't feel like I have the knowledge to say which caliber there. So I'm just going to stick with what you said. So, but yeah, don't overlook that 22. Like a lot of people think it's. It wasn't it. Devin here is like, what did you buy that for?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
why not?
Because
it's a fun gun.
For sure.
Fun.
Yeah,
teach your kids too. Like,
yeah. Anybody can shoot a 22.
Speaking of, I just got a text this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm bringing it up at this point. I got a text this morning. It's like, read the news from Vernal Middle School. I don't know, I keep saying medical.
Medical school.
It's like a kid with possession of a gun prior to school starting was apprehended and taken. I'm like, come on.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I
saw they had an issue like last week.
But that was a Nerf gun.
Like an airsoft.
This is a real gun. He freaking.
Not cool.
I don't know. I'm like.
Stupid kids.
I hate that.
I know. What do you do, though?
You can't do anything.
You can't kill all the kids.
Keep them all home.
Can't kill all the kids.
Yeah. If you keep them all home, they're in more danger.
Yeah. Mom's going to kill them.
Yeah.
They're going to die one way or the other.
Seriously.
You want to die home or somewhere else?
What you want? You want to die by the hands of your loved ones or you want to die by a stranger?
Yeah, go bleed on the school's carpet. All right?
But anyways, that was creepy. I was like,
creepy.
God, what a bunch of crap.
Mighty_overlander. With overlanding, camping, and off-roading being my major interests, I like to tie my vehicle in with preparedness planning. For me, cargo management and the ability to quickly access your gear for both bugging out and getting home is key. What advice do you have for vehicle-based prepping? Yeah, I love this question because to me, your vehicle is just kind of like an extension of your home.
It's mobile bunker.
Yeah, that's right. And sometimes you can even have a garden in the back.
Yep.
Remember that episode we talked about? And it was like, I can't remember. Man, that was a long time ago.
I got fast food going on in mine.
Yeah, for
all
sure.
All under the seats.
All under the seats, yeah. But I feel like, yes, as far as advice goes for vehicle-based prepping, organization, I feel like, is the key. Because like, you have to have that ease of access, especially when it comes to prepping gear most of the time. Like, throwing stuff behind the seat in a big old pile, it just ends up not being a good idea, right? It's just you got stuff everywhere. So the more you can use bins, boxes, bags, hooks, cases, those seat back gray man tack organizer type things to keep things in order, I think is key when it comes to vehicle-based prepping. Because again, for me, I prep with my vehicle that I drive every day, so it can't be a freaking joke. Right. For my kids to get in the back seat or for me to get in, or it has to work for an everyday vehicle as well, because I'm not the guy that has all this extra money I can run. I won't get me a Hummer for bugging out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's got to be organized. That's my advice.
I agree. I like to utilize the space that sometimes you don't access all the time, so you can throw like water and a water filtration, like a filter and stuff like that. Stuff that's not going to ever be messed with and taken out on accident. And you're like, where is that? Utilizing that space. But I agree. The organization is the big thing. It's just like, get a trunk organizer, or get the gray man tactical, or like molly webbing, anything to kind of keep everything out of the way, off the floor, and kind of organized. My truck's a terrible example, but I'm always like, doing gear and videos that I just keep throwing it in there.
Hey, look what else I found. Look at this.
But our like Pilot, our main vehicle that we travel with, like I have stuff like stashed away in the side compartments, and then I, But keeping it organized, knowing where it's at, and how you can quickly get it while you're doing barrel rolls down the mountain. Just hurry and grab that stuff.
Just reach up and get it, or it falls in your face.
I'm gonna have to bust it. Yeah. Yeah, if you got a seatbelt cutter, don't put it in the trunk.
No, it's not a great idea.
You gotta be strategic with your
so think
gear.
about it. right, as you're doing it. But
So,
like, it's a good question. Good
it
question.
is a good question. Off-grid prep family.
Okay.
That's what they do. You've won the lottery and now are now able to build your ultimate bug out cabin or bunker. What kind of building are you going to build, and what features do you want? Annie.
Yeah, man.
A bunker would be great. I would love a bunker, but you're more likely to have severe depression in a bunker. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Yeah.
The safety and everything would be great with it.
So that's like, for me, I think it's a cabin and a bunker.
You
A
could do
bunker
both, yeah.
under the cabin.
That would be the most amazing thing.
right?
That's true.
To me, is the ultimate.
Yeah. Between the two of them, though, I definitely got to have some sunlight and some.
Yeah.
We got to see nature
Sure.
and be able to get out and breathe fresh air.
Yeah, that's obviously key for most.
But I didn't even think about combining them.
Yeah, that's why for me, I'm like, yeah, I want this cabin, but I want a bunker underneath
That's a
the
great
cabin.
idea.
You know,
My
So it's
number
like-
one thing with mine, plaques everywhere.
you gotta have those plaques. Like,
Welcome to our cabin, family and
oh,
friends.
that's right. Okay. Yeah, you've got to, right?
I have them everywhere.
You
in
gotta follow in the footsteps.
there. I'd rather be lost at the cabin than found at home. Was that what that was?
That was one of those. Yeah. Yeah.
it's good.
There were
Anyways.
there were some really good ones, wasn't there? I'm trying to remember. There's
What
a
was the
million of
bed and breakfast one? It was like,
Oh yeah, bed and breakfast. You make both. That's what it was, right?
yeah.
Yeah, you make both.
Yeah, you got to have those all throughout.
Oh yeah, you just got to make it a home. You got to make it feel homey, and you got to
Yeah.
make it feel welcoming.
You do.
It doesn't matter if
Doesn't
the
need
world's
to be like-
burning down.
AK-47
Yeah.
downstairs. Love at home.
Love at home. Love is an AK-47.
Hardy Bunker, established 2022.
Love is a warm AK. Something like that. You know,
Yeah. Kindness is a machete in both hands.
kindness.
Just like
The families who kill together stay together. Something to that effect.
22s are for pussies.
Of course, right in the front door.
Yeah.
Front door, right
Leave
there.
your.
You got a 22, leave it outside, along with your poodle.
That's totally something I see.
I know, something like that.
Trump 2024.
Trump 2024.
Enter here.
Biden 2028. I always love making people like, what are you saying?
I know.
Which one?
I know.
It's my favorite.
Oh, you're on the fence?
Yeah.
Figures.
Vinyl fence, probably like a pussy.
Don't have to stain it. Ain't made of genuine wood. You're a pussy.
American wood, not Chinese communist vinyl.
We don't own the plastics.
No.
Stupid.
Oh, we got that good hard wood. That's American.
That's American.
Good hard
100%.
wood. Okay, back to the
That
question.
went way
I haven't
off.
got there. But look, I definitely need that off-grid power. I need that solar and wind. I need both, right? ding a ding a ding a ding ding ding. Ringing that bell, baby. Yeah, so that's one. I need
Those
like
wind chimes. Gotta have those.
you do
going.
have to have wind chimes, because if you think about any apocalyptic movie, they're in a cabin.
Yep.
A survivalist.
Yeah.
It starts with wind chimes and he walks out on the porch.
It does.
Right? He's looking off into the distance. Somebody's driving up the long drive. Oh shit, now it's time to get your stuff together, right?
Yep.
So you gotta have wind chimes. You're right.
do.
I didn't put that there, but that's part of this whole equation. I need like at least 20 acres.
Yeah.
I'm going minimum. I've won the lottery in this situation, so I'm doing whatever I want. I gotta be near mountains.
Yep.
But I don't necessarily want to be, 10,000 foot in elevation.
In the middle
Right.
of nowhere.
Yeah. I also need that fresh water.
Yeah.
We're talking about that bunker as well. But also, I want a well.
Yeah.
You
Why
know?
would you not have a well?
Why not?
If you can't do one, don't even build there.
Don't even build somewhere else where you can.
Yeah.
And then I need a spring on the property as well.
Yeah.
I mean, look, man. This is
All is well.
all is
Cool
well.
Rat Cabin.
Spring 2022.
I'm gonna do that. If I have a well, I'm putting that plaque on it.
All is well.
All is well.
Yeah, it's going to be a metal plaque. It's going to be like brass.
Well, looks like you found some water.
Well, hell. Hell well. What? Yeah. Watchtowers.
Yeah.
I'm going to build these watchtowers, but they could be also used for hunting towers, I suppose. Any sort of a tower, I guess. What other kind of tower do you need other than watchtowers and hunting towers?
A bombard tower, probably.
Yeah, maybe a card tower. You go up there and play cards.
That's a great tower.
right.
Yeah.
What else could you do?
Have you
in a
ever seen
tower?
those towers like in Europe that are like a big glass dome that they are super high? Those would be cool. You got 360 view.
yeah.
They're like a scenic thing, but
Like a rotating restaurant type thing?
yeah, I'd hate to rotate. That would make me so sick.
Yeah.
But like those would be sweet. You could see all around. But how
Cam's
do you
up there
get?
throwing up.
I can't do this. This is a bad choice.
Why did I do this?
You got to have a zip line exit though,
Oh, yeah, you probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with weeds that are cut down.
Yeah, that's true. You
preferably.
gotta have to cut down weeds.
Yeah, I like I would have it positioned up on a hill, and maybe like the main easy way up the hill is like in full view, but you got a little nice back exit. Everybody wants that.
Everybody needs a nice backside exit. Exit.
But zip lines. I
Yeah,
mean,
zip lines.
I would love a compound that looked like Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Prince of Thieves.
It's got like bridges everywhere.
Or maybe like an Ewok
yeah,
village.
yeah. I think that would be
type
pretty
thing.
sweet. How
Heck
would
yeah.
how would you like loot that place?
I don't know.
You'd get beat up pretty fast.
You probably would if you had real Ewoks there too.
Oh yeah, man.
Or
That was the number one part of my plan. It's like Ewoks.
how much money did I win? Because how much does it cost to get a bunch of Ewoks?
So I don't know if this is possible. Is there any way I can get some Ewoks up in there?
I tried Amazon. I couldn't find any real Ewoks on there.
I ordered about 50,000 stuffed Ewoks. That's not what I want.
That's a mess. I'll tell you that right now.
Man, you could have booby traps and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, totally. You totally could.
But
Man, it'd be fun though, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Give me $1 billion
this
in a
guy's,
year.
they're like, I didn't get anything out of this.
This is,
And he's like, I'm not building anything.
and this is why I don't listen anymore.
I got my one question out. They couldn't answer it straight. I'm done.
Freaking idiots. All right, this one came from Angelo Amador Jr. Amador. It sounds very sexual.
It does.
Amador.
I love doors. Amador.
I love doors. Always have.
I mean, I've been a very big fan of doors for a long time.
I walk through them. I shut them.
He's
I
coming.
open them.
These dicks.
Doors are my favorite.
My family's loved doors for many years.
Yeah, we are a generation upon generation of door lovers. Wood doors. Wood doors.
Just lost half of our listeners.
Wood
in the
doors.
First,
What other kind of doors are there? I don't even know. Car doors, van doors, sliding glass
all of
doors.
them are the best.
All the doors. Windows are the worst, I'll tell you that. Doors are the best.
But they have to be very tinted.
Oh.
Very tinted.
Very tinted. Tinted.
Very tinted.
I really love them doors. Doors.
What would you be?
What?
What would you be? What would you rather
You
be?
want to know my favorite band of all time? The Doors.
Because I am a doors.
Because I'm a door. Hey, what are you? I'm a door.
Oh, man. Whew.
Good thing, Angelo.
He's like
got
one of
thick-
our best.
He's got thick skin. He's going to love this.
Yeah. I hope so. If this did it for him,
Yeah.
doesn't do it for him.
We just opened a door for him. Anyways, did he have a question? He did.
See yourself out through the door.
Don't let a doorknob hit you on the ass on the way out.
You're probably not going to love doors anymore.
Yeah, doors. Doors, man. Just doors. There's a lot more door jokes, but we're going to move on now probably, right?
Yeah.
How many more door
Yeah.
jokes can we come on? Guess what? Knock, knock. I'm a door.
Who's that? I'm a door. I'm
Knock,
a door
knock.
who?
Who's that?
I love doors.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with that. Anyway, his question: would you rather be a vampire hunter or a suburbanite trying to solve a murder that occurred in your cul-de-sac?
I love doors.
It's just like no joke behind it. Yeah, I love doors.
Are we still doing the podcast? Is that still happening?
Is it running?
yeah.
Are we recording?
Holy crap! What was the question? Oh, that hurts.
Well, who would you rather be, a vampire hunter or a suburbanite trying to solve a murder that occurred in your cul-de-sac?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh man.
So I mean, I see what he's getting at here. It's like, I'm crying. Burps or the Lost Boys, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the question.
Yeah.
For me, especially this time of year, I think I'm going to choose Vampire Hunter.
It's a good one.
Like,
it's tough.
because
this is a tough question.
Like, I really wanted to be one of the Frog Brothers growing up.
Yeah.
Or like the two Corys. I guess you got one of the Corys in the Burbs too, but
oh, that's true. Yeah, you do.
It's yeah, I'm going with
That's
Vampire
true.
Hunter.
Yeah.
I'm going with Vampire Hunter just because it's going to be fun to kill vampires and hunt them. So I want to just get out of the house.
There's a little more excitement there.
I want to get out of the house, out of the neighborhood even,
Yeah. I'm going to go with the suburbanite mystery solver.
Okay.
Number one, our wives are probably experts. They've been listening to murders for the last 5 years.
The stuff I hear coming from my wife's room sometimes, from those podcasts that she's listening to.
Yeah.
And it's like, some of the stuff, I'm like, why are you, no wonder you want to be depressed.
I know.
That's why.
I know.
You know what I mean?
My wife's like, she'll sometimes ride her bike to work and stuff, and on the way home, she says it's like in the dark, and she's like, somebody stops to help. It's like creeped out. I'm like, excuse me, listen to all those murders.
I know, they're always scared. Like,
you're gonna get murdered and thrown in the bushes. That's what happens.
I'm going running outside. If I don't come back, you know why? And I'm like, you're just running.
I don't know why.
Why? I don't know why.
Because you're listening to podcasts.
Because you're listening to that. Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go suburban.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because I can just stay home.
They've got the skills.
Solve some mysteries.
The wife has skills.
The wife's gonna be able to do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And the burbanite life, or the
Burbanite?
the burbs life.
Yeah.
I'm like, that sounds so great.
It does.
Just walk over to your house and be like,
yeah,
he's just smoking out here because his wife won't let him.
The kid next door is a meatball. Northern Plowboy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got that name. It could be good, it could be bad.
Yeah.
Either you're a hard worker or you got in trouble.
Trouble?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the first knife that you owned, from Battle Box, a gift, your grandpappy's, or one you just bought, that made you go from just thinking knives were cool to hoarding a literal pile of knives? P.S. Kobe, your Leatherman Skeletal is not a knife. It's a multi-tool, and I made sure to mention it so you don't have to talk about it again. That seems a little rude, doesn't it? Like,
yeah,
he doesn't want to hear me talk about my
No, he doesn't.
skeletal.
He's sick of it.
Well,
he's the plowboy.
Plowboy don't take that kind of talk. I don't want to hear about no skeletal.
Ain't no plowboy carrying a skeletal, I'll tell you that much.
You won't catch a northern plowboy dead when we carry no skeletal.
That's a southern plowboy move.
Yeah, what are you? One of them south of the Mason-Dixon line, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
My first knife was just a Swiss Army knife. I still remember taking it to church.
Yeah.
Pulling the tweezers out.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
People are like, that's amazing.
You got
Heck
tweezers.
Yeah. You got a sliver? No? Okay, put it back. And then a toothpick on the other side.
Yeah, you got
which
all
is
the
disgusting.
stuff. Yeah, I know. You just put it right back in there. Stick her back in.
It's probably safe to keep using.
Yeah.
I think the knife that kind of kicked off my hoarding, though, was you're going to be sad about this one.
Yeah, I know.
The little Spyderco blue EDC knife. I was like, man, these are nice to carry.
Oh, I missed that.
And ever since then.
I lost it in an old Navy. I really did.
It was a terrible place.
I know. I
They
hate
probably
that
threw
place.
it away.
Just a bunch of damn piles of clothes
It's
everywhere.
such a mess in there.
Yeah, it's like it's a war zone, basically.
It really is. I don't know what goes on in that place.
For middle class white people. That's what it is.
Yep.
I don't like it.
It's true.
They took my
Got
knife.
good deals, though.
They do got good deals. The wife likes it there. The kids like the clothes, so it is what it is.
Yeah. But it is, especially around like back to school.
Oh my gosh.
It's just chaos.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, let's get out of here. And there's a line that like weaves to the back of the store. You're like, ugh.
Yeah, like people are like brought their tents, they're camping inside. Or they're building tents out of all the sweatshirts.
Yep. In
Not
that
good.
like 10 of them in front of you is like, there's no price tag on this.
Oh, I know.
And the cashier runs to the back. You're like,
like,
I'm going to be here
price
all day.
check on one of the old Navy shirts with the flag on it.
All of them are on clearance. So
Yeah.
it's like, when the price isn't right.
That one's 97% off if you got the coupon.
You gonna sign up for a card? No.
You can save 15% today.
Actually, we will pay for this today if you sign up for a card.
Yeah, plus we'll give you a ride home.
Guess what? You became owner of the store. Thanks.
You're the new Navy.
I don't want
I'm
this.
the old Navy. Yeah, my dad gave me an old school, one of those old timers. Remember those?
Yeah, I do remember
Like
those.
those, yeah. I loved that thing, and then of course, as idiot kids do, I lost it.
Yeah, of course.
But that was kind of my
How
introduction.
many knives you lose in this life?
A bunch.
I've lost.
I've actually done pretty good lately, but I lost a bunch when I was little.
Yeah. It's easy to lose.
Once I turned
I've
39,
lost so many, like cutting like hay bale,
yeah.
strings. You're like, where'd it go?
the cows over there like,
I know. Hope there's a magnetic thing that picks it up somewhere.
But anyways, yeah, BattleBox came around. We got so many cool knives. I really liked, like Cam said, that Spyderco.
That was a good one.
I love some of those Bastion gear and those Boker knives. There's just so many. There's all the knives are good.
Yeah.
None of them are
It's got
bad.
a blade on. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
T___J. TJ. I don't get it.
Terry Johnson.
TJ, what's that short for? It's TJ.
T.
Spell it out.
Tea like coffee, but tea.
How often do you go through all of your prepping survival bug out gear with your families?
About twice a year.
That's good.
Ish.
Maybe once a year. Like I get kind of like, it's all set up, it's fine, and I don't go through it enough.
Yeah.
I need to do it more.
Yeah, we all do.
I think at least twice a year should be kind of the standard because season changes 2 times a year.
4 times a year.
No, like that you literally need to change all the clothing in there. I think like 2 times a year.
Sure, I get it.
But anyway, so there you go.
That's a good one. This one came from J_Jenkins. What would you consider the 5 worst jobs?
I really took 2 vowels out of there to like shorten it.
I don't want to E and an
I
I
want
in
there
there.
knowing who I am.
If I take out the
Hey
vowel.
Jay, is that your name?
No, that's J. Jenkins, not Jenkins. Idiot.
It's like my alias, Philip Hard.
I know. Now everybody's gonna go find you.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, great.
Did I say that out loud?
No, I'm Philip Shard. What do you consider the 5 worst jobs to have if you were stuck at work when SHTF?
This is a good one.
It was a good one.
I was
yeah.
like, that's true. Some of those would be the worst.
They really would. It took me a minute, but I got some good ones,
Yeah.
I think. I really like nuclear power plant operator,
Yeah.
I mean,
that
think
would
about
be
it.
Pretty crappy.
depending on what this event was.
Yeah.
You know,
If Russia was invading, you really don't want to work
you don't want to be there.
at a nuclear power plant.
Or if it's a nuclear power plant meltdown.
Yeah.
You know, that's where you not want to be.
No way,
know what I mean?
Jose.
And then maybe like emergency room doctor or nurse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's probably not great.
I agree.
I mean, unless that's what you're just hoping for.
Yeah.
Utter chaos in the, hospital. Police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
Did we really like match them up almost?
Kind of did.
I didn't even look at yours.
Gas station attendant.
I didn't even put a 5th one in there.
Gas station attendant. I don't want to be anywhere near a gas station.
That's true.
Come SHTF.
Gas is going to be, that's going to be a chaotic place.
Yeah, and then the last one's a grocery store clerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, because
Everybody's last minute and there's going to be no civilized people in those buildings.
exactly.
Yeah, that would suck.
It would suck.
Mine were pretty much the same. Police officer, ER would be freaking horrible. Any staff member in the ER during something like that.
Probably, yeah.
Grocery store employee of any sort in that chaos. I think anybody working public transit would be freaking terrible.
That definitely wouldn't be a good time.
You're like, I'm stuck here. I'm driving the subway and there's it would just be a terrible.
Yeah.
Or getting stuck in traffic, like driving a big old bus and everybody's trying to get out of town. You're like, do I drop these people off or do I take them with me?
Yeah. Everybody get off at the next stop. I'm going home.
Yeah, that's a good one, though. I like those.
yeah.
Those were good questions.
Was a good one.
Yeah, good one. Anmar 06. I don't know if you're Spanish, but I made it.
And Mars 06.
He ain't know me. Probably born March 6th. Get it?
Oh,
I got you. So in a bug out situation, how can one deal or cope with drug alcohol withdrawals? Is there an episode on this? Thanks and stay survived.
There is not an episode on this.
No, this made me think though. So maybe a future medical tip.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
idea.
going to go into this because this is a good thought.
Mm-hmm.
For one, get yourself cleaned up.
Yeah,
If you happen to be in that situation where you're dependent and you know you are and you're in denial or anything like that, it's going to get far worse.
I can stop cocaine whenever I want.
Right.
I'll do it tonight.
His
Hell.
heroin is not a problem.
Yeah. I drink
stopped-
more water than
I've quit 15 times in the past.
in this last week.
Yeah. But it depends on the drug. Like certain drugs are not dangerous if you withdraw. They suck and it's horrible and it's uncomfortable, but you're not going to die.
Yeah.
Alcohol is different. Like if you withdraw from alcohol, you can have seizures and die.
That's not good.
Yeah, and benzos like Valium, Xanax, stuff like that, they can be dangerous too.
Ugh.
So it depends on the medication. Like some of them, so narcotics are not going to kill you to withdraw from. You're going to hate it, and it's going to be sucky, but you can't die. You're not going to die from that.
What about ibuprofen?
You dead.
Yeah. Frick.
2 hours later.
2 hours later.
But yeah, so those things that you unfortunately are addicted to, and that's just part of life. Like you got to work on cleaning those up. Like it's. I think it goes along with like the really poor health. Like if you're overweight or have a lot of issues, like it's going to be much harder for you, especially if you're dependent on a drug.
What about
a
sugar?
drug that you have to go in? Yeah, seriously, that's going to be a withdrawal for a lot of people.
What about this? Caffeine.
Heck yeah. Caffeine withdrawal. I get that.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, there's what kind of drugs are we talking about?
That's the
Because
thing.
There's
It
so
depends
many.
on the drug, and some are dangerous to withdraw from, and some aren't. But I
want
think
a
it's a
new
good idea.
drug.
Like, I think that's a good topic to save for like a medical tip.
Yeah, it is. I like that.
Because like loperamide, which I was just talking about, Imodium is it binds to opioid receptors in the gut, so you can actually help opioid withdrawal with Imodium.
Imodium. Interesting.
But we can talk about.
You want to get addicted to something? How about something like Nutrient Survival?
Oh yeah.
Guys, this stuff is like, it's top shelf. It's delicious. It's special ops grade nutrition designed to the nutritional standards of the U.S. military, but it's intended for people just like us who aren't in the military. I mean, some of you might be, but Cam and I aren't, right? It's made with real ingredients, no cocaine, made in America to keep Americans healthy, strong, and alert. Perfect for today and ready for anything ahead. From hearty, delicious entrees. It's like your name. Hearty.
I know.
And nutrient-dense snacks to immunity-boosting drinks and strength-building shakes, each with 40 essential nutrients available in handy singles, daily use pantry packs, durable cans, and 3 to 90-day survival kits, keeping your world safe and your body in peak condition. This isn't your everyday cheap, empty calorie, bland food storage. This stuff actually has nutritional value. You could eat it every day and be a healthy person.
That's crazy.
Not an unhealthy person. They're on-the-go packs. They're perfect for bug-out bags. They're perfect for EDC. They're perfect for emergency kits. You're just going to add some water, and it's awesome. It tastes good. It's nums. So head over to nutrientsurvival.com. Use our code CASUALPREPPERS. You're going to get 10% off your order, and you're also going to support the podcast. Keep us doing what we're doing. So head over to Nutrient Survival. Get yourself some long-term food for survival.
Yeah, do it.
Get
we
it
just
done.
spent a little time with them
We
last
did.
week. And
Fun guys. Fun
podcast. Check them out. They're
Yeah.
awesome. So,
people. Really cool.
is it my turn?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Morgan Outdoors. I'm going through prepper burnout big time with a what's the point attitude. What are some of the things that you do personally to help you get back in the mood to prep?
That is a great question.
It is a really good question.
We did do a podcast specifically on prepper burnout, so it'd probably be a good idea to go listen to that.
Yeah.
Because I think there were some really good points in there, obviously,
Yeah.
of our podcast.
It's kind of tough because we're in a unique situation.
We are.
Like,
Yeah.
we're all constantly reminded about prepping.
Every single week we're talking about it, and that's like what I work on some podcast prep, but again, that is not an option for a lot of people.
Right.
It's not like you're just going to go, oh, I'm going to work on a fictitious podcast about prepping. We actually do that. And then sometimes I'll go in and find what I like most about prepping. What's the most fun thing for me? And it's usually gear, right?
Yeah,
I love gear. So I'll go start playing with some of the gear I've got or looking at new gear or that kind of thing because it just starts to get the motor revved. You know what I mean?
Honey, I'm going to go play with some gear for a little while.
It just kind of gets me purring a little bit here and there. And then the last thing is my prepper porn.
Yeah.
And when I say that, I mean books and movies mostly.
That aren't porn.
They're not actually porn, but they're prepper porn.
Yeah.
So they're basically like fictitious prepper type situations.
Yeah.
And like I just finished a book, Lucifer's Hammer, 100% prepper porn. And it kind of got me like back into like, oh man, I need to start thinking about that. What if a comet did hit the earth? What would I do? You know what I mean? And, and so I think those types of things really help.
Yeah, for sure. Like I like to read like past events that people have survived through.
Yeah.
But listening to get a good podcast. The only one that exists out there for prepping is our podcast.
So you might as well listen to this
So
one.
just keep listening to this stuff. Movies are great. They always kind of get me thinking.
Yeah.
I'm always like, man, what would I do in that situation? But camping's great. Like, I don't do enough of it at all. But it's always nice when you go out and you realize, man, this is pretty uncomfortable. Like, how could I make this more comfortable, more enjoyable, and easier to like start fires and stuff? That's the only way you can really practice it and enjoy it with your family. So camping's always a good thing.
I like that.
But
good question.
That's a good one. I like that one.
D.L. Lozhevsky. That's a tough one. Humanity has finally wrecked itself completely, fighting for some dinosaur fossils or whatever. Yeah. You wander the ruins of lost civilization in search of supplies, and out of the blue you meet some other survivors who don't speak English and other languages that you might know. So no cheating here. Google Translate is down. All the offline working devices had deteriorated and were fried because you forgot to put them into the Faraday purse. What would be your way to communicate with these strangers, assuming you don't kill each other on sight?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
Good question. I mean, I'm thinking about this right off the bat. It's going to be hand gestures.
Charades,
right?
Man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like survival charades, right? Yeah. If you're listening, Cam's doing hand gestures.
I'm going to start a podcast of
just sign language.
Charades podcast.
Charades. See what you guys can get. And Cam's like, I can't believe you idiots can't get this. It's so easy.
2 hours of silence trying to get it.
Yeah. No, but survival charades kind of would be, I don't know how else you'd do it.
Like the only thing I can think of is like drawing things out on paper, but it's essentially the same as just acting it out.
I am a horrible drawer.
Me too.
So that would be bad.
Drawers.
But
yeah, I mean, those are the only other options.
Yeah. I do know that speaking louder.
Speak and spell. Hopefully that didn't get corrupt.
I know. I know that speaking louder with a similar accent just isn't going to help. Dad.
That's so funny. That's what most people do.
Dude, I don't like to go to like a Mexican restaurant like with my dad. He's like, I would like to get some tacos.
He's got a little accent.
He's a little bit of accent.
And loud.
And he's loud. And I'm like, they can hear you and it doesn't help to use an accent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Coming from me, that seems asinine, but no accent, Dad.
It happens. Like everybody does it. Even when I was like learning Portuguese in Brazil, people would like just yell at me. I'm like, I understand. I just like take a second to think and process the language for a minute. But it happens everywhere.
It does. It really does.
But good. That's not the way to do it.
That's not the way to do it.
Are you able to understand?
Help me live, please. I don't want to die.
I don't want to give you my food.
I don't even want to be talking to you right now. My wife will kill you. Dead.
She knows murder mysteries.
Have you listened to those podcasts? Those people are nuts.
I'm dead tonight.
Ladies. Exactly.
That's like, I didn't even think about that though, running into like foreigners and you're like trying to help them through something. Or I just ignore them.
I know, huh?
Man, you can't talk English, see ya.
You're not even there. You're a ghost.
Don't come to America if you don't know how to speak English.
Don't come to America during an apocalypse and think I'm going to help you if you can't even speak English.
You're part of the invasion, aren't you?
That's why I got my 22. People like you.
Yeah. It's a rhyme. Robin Hood's _homestead.
Oh, see?
See?
That's what we talked about. I'm the jester.
I've recently been giving into your constant harping on physical fitness. My question is, what would your long-term fitness goals be if you both had to pick on one as a goal? One as a goal. Just one.
Just one long-term fitness goal. That is so hard.
I know.
I won't not die. How's that for one?
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
I choose life.
That's a great one.
Yeah, how about you, Cam? What's your goal? What's your goal?
Honestly, for me, it would be get to your ideal body weight.
Okay.
Because like there's a lot of overweight people, and a lot of times when you just become complacent like myself and you don't exercise, you start to slip out of that ideal body weight.
Sure.
And so anytime, if that's the ultimate goal is just to get to an ideal body weight, you're going to be incorporating all these things.
That's true.
Anything to get there.
That's a great way to look at it because, it's sort of an overall barometer.
Like flexibility and stretching. That was my other one. It's if you're not flexible, you're prone to injuries.
Yep.
And it's going to slow you down big time. So.
See, I have one that's very specific to me that probably doesn't make sense for most people, but the goal I've kind of made is like I want to be able to practice jiu-jitsu at some level. I can
totally see that. Like
some level till I'm 60.
That's going to cover all of this.
Yeah.
Flexibility, cardio,
because if you think about
endurance.
My joints have to be good. My weight needs to stay good. My heart, my overall health, it just has to be good for like another 20 years.
Yeah.
And so that's sort of maybe I should say longer than 60, but if I can get to 60 and still be practicing jiu-jitsu, I feel like my health is going to be okay.
Not
at
just
least.
stand in the corner like the karate instructors.
Yeah. That's good. Good job. Well done.
Here's your belt.
Here's your belt. Yeah.
You came today, you got a black belt.
You showed up. That's enough.
It's in here that matters.
Y'all don't worry about what's in here and what's in here. And in your pants.
Keep it wrinkly. Then kick him in the face.
I'm 60, but I can still kick you in the face.
Hi-ya.
Yeah.
Get you in the shoulder. Ow.
You see that door over there? Oh, I like it.
I know a family loves those doors. Come in here all the time.
Taught them karate. Kick down all the doors.
That's the number one thing I want you to leave here knowing is how to kick down the door.
Kick down a friggin' door. Ben 62. Oh, wait, no. Ben 624. Tut. Tut, tut. 624. Ben. 624. Go, go, go. Hey.
It's my favorite play in high school.
That's been my name forever. Ben 624. Hut, hut,
Good. 624. Hut.
What? What do you need? Did you say my name?
I'm here. What?
What do you need? Any advice for teenage preppers whose parents are not into prepping? So are they into prepping?
Let me guess. You write test questions.
Yeah. A, B, or C, or is it D? All of the above.
If you were not going to be traveling on a train from the south,
if you did not get 22 watermelons, and your parents did not.
Everybody missed this question for some reason.
I don't get it. So advice for teenage preppers whose parents are not into prepping. They're either really not into prepping or they weren't and now they are.
Yeah, okay.
This is, it could be a tough little.
If you're a teenager thinking this far ahead, you're ahead of the game.
You won life, bro.
Yeah.
Ben 624, tut, 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 touchdown. Tut, tut, touchdown.
Tut, tut.
Yeah, you won life, man.
Yeah.
But just work on yourself. Think about the things that we've talked about, like getting and staying healthy. I know as a teenager, you're probably not thinking about your health too much.
That's one thing I regret.
Bah.
I luckily didn't gain a lot of weight.
Yeah, I didn't gain a lot of weight either.
My cardiovascular system took a toll.
The crap I ingested into my body, like food-wise.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Junk and sugar and
That's
pop.
Yeah, it's like Pepsi first thing in the morning. My dad's like, here, breakfast.
Yeah.
Pepsi, lunch. Pepsi, dinner. This is like handing me sodas. My grandpa's the same way.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You got home from school today, say
I just remember like every day after after school before I'd have to go milk. I'd just eat some pizza rolls from Schwann's Man, and then maybe a bowl of
Lucky
SpaghettiOs.
Charms. Oh, SpaghettiOs.
It's like all the worst crap in the world, day after day.
Yeah. I did not eat good. Nothing. And it was like just, I was hopped up on sugar 24/7, and I didn't even think about it.
Dad, why am I so tired? I don't know.
The additional help.
Got a little caffeine in it.
You need a little sugar, a little caffeine. That'll help.
Why do I have 16 cavities? You're not brushing. Well, you're feeding me all this candy.
This doesn't seem right, Dad. Have some biscuits and gravy. I'll wash it down. That helps. Yeah, but get and stay healthy. Also, another thing you probably don't want to think about, but work on good financial habits. Get some cash on hand. You probably don't have any debt, but if you do, pay it down or avoid it moving forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to not get into debt. Get your own. You get your own 72-hour kit. That's pretty simple. Even a teenager can do it.
Yeah.
Crack open a cold one and get you a 72-hour kit.
Brother.
Heck yeah. EDC and bug out bags, obviously. You could even fill out your own emergency plan.
You could.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Light a candle. Take a tub. Fill out that emergency plan.
If there's anything, my second thing that I wish is in high school is I wish I would have known a little bit about investing too. It's
I know.
Start prepping for the future.
It sounds
far future.
You don't want to think about it, but think about it.
You just don't ever, nobody really brings it up to
No.
kids. Man, I wish.
The only thing they brought me was Pepsi. My dad didn't say nothing about it.
Is that coffee? You trying to kill yourself?
You can't have coffee. Have a Pepsi, you idiot.
I thought you were getting into the bad stuff.
Oh, hell. Satan's on his way.
That's how my mom was.
I know.
You've been around coffee, haven't you?
You smell like coffee. Go bathe in the Pepsi. Get it off your body.
Have this Rice Krispie treat. 6 pounds of butter.
Yeah, a little gravy on it won't hurt you either.
But don't get into coffee.
Your skin
and
and
smoking.
Ugh.
Anyway. This is a long episode. Keep getting off track here. Maddie underscore Fleming 88. Maddie.
Maddie, is that you?
Maddie. In fault, these guys are dicks.
You Maddie at me? Read the damn question.
In a full collapse of society situation, would you rather have no vehicle to bug out in or no guns to defend yourself with, and why?
Neither. Final answer. I want them both.
$1.
I bid $1.
I would say the no guns thing.
Yeah.
Because if I can get out of Dodge, that's what I'm going to do. If I can get out of Dodge into Dodge, that's what I'm going to do.
That's a good idea.
But I feel like there's a higher chance of getting into trouble. Been going on forever. Higher chance of getting into trouble rather than getting out of trouble with a gun.
Trouble's coming. Trouble's on his way. That girl's nothing but trouble.
Trouble. I don't know what, man. Sometimes there's no R. There's no second R in there. How'd that even come out that way?
Oh hell, that's
those
funny.
Kids getting into trouble again.
Yeah, drinking that coffee.
My middle name's Trevor.
Trevor's my middle name. No, it's Trevor, not Trevor. Trevor.
Trevor probably is a name around town.
It probably is.
It's Trevor Hansen.
Yeah, spelled. It starts with an F, ends with a Y. Trevor.
My parents just creative.
They're super creative.
There's a couple Y's and yep.
Yeah, have a Pepsi.
Trevor. Yeah.
Yep. Trevor. Guns. I'm gonna go no guns. Because again, if I have a vehicle, chances are I can escape people. And I can get to a good bug out location.
Trevor real quick.
Yeah.
Burn rubber, get out of Trevor.
I mean, what's Taylor Swift say? Trevor. Isn't that what she... I knew you were Trevor when you walked in. Isn't that what she
said? I want
said?
A bumper sticker now that says, burn rubber, get out of Trevor.
Bumper, Trevor.
Bumper,
rubber. hell.
Anyway.
This is going off the rails.
This is, man, nobody's getting through this.
We're going to be in a lot of trouble after this. Glenn Burmell says, my nephew is getting married. Well, congratulations, nephew. I thought we could get them some 25-year emergency meals as a gift. The wife disagrees. What are your opinions, and would you give that as a gift? Stay survive.
It's 25-year shelf life stuff's got about 3 years left. Let's give it to them.
Are they even going to look at the dates? I don't know. Really?
I had mentioned that. Like, I think if you're going to give that, the 25 years good, because I didn't think twice about like storing food and stuff for like 5 years into my marriage.
No.
So you got 20 years left by the time you start thinking about
After 5 years of marriage, that's when you start thinking about mortality. And
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, seriously.
yeah, death is coming.
Wait, this is death here.
Oh shit, trouble's coming. But yeah, yeah, but you really should go hit.
Why is that word so funny?
There's our next T-shirt.
Trouble's
coming. Burn rubber, get out of trouble.
Oh, from a slip up.
Yeah.
Burn rubber, get out of trouble. Casual Preppers Podcast.
Casual Preppers Podcast. Trump
That's a good one.
2024.
I like that one. There's your new shirt.
Trouble coming. Trump 2024.
Spoiler alert, we just gave you a shirt idea.
I think you should have Nutrient Survival get him some. Use that code.
It's a good idea to get out of trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Just put R's on the end of everything.
Yeah.
Joshua Mashburn.
Mashburn.
Yeah, Mashburn. Tomahawk or machete as your SHTF chopper? I'm going to go machete.
Yep, me too.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's easier as a defense weapon than a hatchet.
Well, yeah, and a tomahawk is not great.
Tomahawk, yeah.
It's not great as like a hatchet.
No.
You know what I mean?
So
It's great at throwing.
If you were meaning like
if you a
an axe
Mohican,
or a hatchet, it's a little different. But
if you a Mohican, they're great.
yeah, it's true. Hold it like downwards and frontwards.
That's right.
Get two of them.
That's right. But machetes, they just got you can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
You
love
can make a
machete.
peanut butter sandwich if you had to.
Yeah, you could. You can cut a sandwich.
It's tough with a
Cut cheese
tomahawk.
with it too.
Booyah.
I read this as Wendy McDonald's.
That'd
be awesome.
Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King. Wendy McDaniel. What is your favorite conspiracy theory and why? I am newer to prepping and basically just getting started, but absolutely love the podcast. It's the best way to tune out others when I have to physically go into the office. You know it's a good podcast when you start getting crazy looks from your coworkers, then realize you're actually laughing out loud. Stay survived.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you. I'm glad we made you laugh.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was only Kobe and I that laughed.
But now I want a Frosty. Thanks a lot, Wendy.
Yeah. You got red hair. I bet you do.
I bet you got red hair.
Every Wendy
Yeah,
looks like it's a Wendy's Wendy.
You ain't got no soul, Wendy.
Yeah, alien abductions are hard to beat.
Booyah.
Fascinating, entertaining. I do like the New World Order stuff because everything can fall under that.
Yeah.
It's like, they're taking our guns, New World Order.
Yeah.
Voting's corrupt, New World Order. Like everything falls into that.
I agree. Aliens for me are awesome. I was thinking about it today though. Like I really love those like mystery type conspiracies, like the Tunguska event type thing.
Yeah,
those things are.
There's nothing to explain it, or there's a million ways to explain it.
There's a million ways to explain it.
I like that
like,
too.
is it aliens? Was it a comet? Was it an asteroid? What was it?
Yeah.
You know? That stuff is fun. And it's not necessarily a conspiracy, but it could
Like
be.
Dyatlov Pass, that one's...
Yeah, Dyatlov Pass.
Because it's like, did that ever... Like, what happened there? And they'll never figure it out. I like just
So
like
cool.
running the thoughts through.
Yeah. And they're not necessarily straight up conspiracy theories, but they're just like fun mysteries that have conspiracy around them. That's cool.
Yep.
That.
Definitely not COVID or political. I
them.
hate all of those.
Want them to burn in hell with all the coffee drinkers.
Yes. They're already going to burn.
Have a Pepsi.
Son,
Son.
I want to sit you down and talk about the word of wisdom.
Have a Pepsi.
Don't drink coffee. Let's drink some Mountain Dew.
Eat the rest of your gravy soup.
It's good for your bones.
Yeah.
Alan Leopold, is it your turn?
Nah, go for it.
Being prepared for our own for your own personal apocalypse is one of my favorite topics. Do you
Yeah.
guys have side hustles other than podcasting to generate extra income and develop more skills?
Wow.
Stay survived.
That's a good question.
This is my side hustle.
yeah. And
I work a normal job.
And it's my
If you even call it that.
It's also my side hustle, but main hustle, main side.
Yeah,
hustle.
yours is blended.
It's kind of blended.
Mine's kind of.
I do have like a little Etsy bookshop that I sell vintage paperbacks, but that's mostly just like for fun. It's not nothing that I'm like trying to make a ton of money on.
Yeah.
But it is kind of a side hustle. It's more of a fun thing that I really like to do, you know, a hobby. But not necessarily this is kind of the side hustle, you know?
Yeah. Gives you enough to keep it going.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Nick Ryan, what was your favorite Windows 95 video game? Oh, he knows what to ask, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
I was looking. It's kind of tricky because some of the games I played the most were like 98, but they still were on Windows 95. I didn't. Took a while till I upgraded to 98.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So the one that I distinctly remember, like Windows 95 era, is Diablo and Diablo 2. Did you ever play those?
I never played them. I played like
my
3
gosh.
because I don't know why I never really heard about them. Probably thought they were satanic.
No,
And
probably.
didn't want to touch them.
People are
My mom's like, "You ain't
drinkers.
putting that in our house.
Heck
Have
no.
a Pepsi."
Have a Pepsi. Yeah, no, I loved them. They were so amazing.
That's your next shirt too.
Have a
Have a
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Casual Pepsi.
I don't even like Pepsi.
I don't either.
Civ 2, Civilization 2.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you played those forever.
Oh yes. Friggin' I've logged more hours in Civ 2 than sleeping probably throughout my entire
Sure
life.
have.
So, do you remember Ski Free?
I'd have to see a picture of it.
That was the one that was actually
Was it like a downhill?
It was a Windows game. Like it came with Windows. And
like
you,
DOS.
Yeah.
You're skiing down a hill.
But it had like all the little like trees and flags, and you would
Yeah,
come
okay, I
down.
remember that.
Ski Free?
Mhm. It had the little, yeah.
It was kind of fun. And then the last one was Doom.
Yeah, Doom.
mean-
I played Doom.
You remember when Doom came out? Like, well,
It's like, man, these
so
graphics.
Did Duke Nukem come out first, or did Doom?
I think Duke Nukem came out
so. That
first.
was the first sort of like
think.
FPS game, right?
Yeah.
Like
I think it
pretty
was. I
much.
think it was. I think I've read that.
I don't know. I could be
so
wrong.
maybe Duke Nukem did come out later because I've always
don't
heard Doom is like one of the first.
Maybe Doom. Yeah, I
Maybe
can't
it was
remember.
Duke Nukem.
One of the
Anyway.
two. They were both fun. I liked them.
Those are great. I remember my parents bringing home a Tandy 1000. And it was like,
had one too.
They were like, it has video games on it. And I
Yeah.
was like, what? And the video game was Moto Racer.
Moto Racer.
You could race like bullet bikes
Oh,
or it
okay.
had a dirt bike one.
Oh, that's cool.
And it was Windows 95.
So we had
I
test.
played that one a ton. I
We had
skipped
test drive.
church to come home and play that one a couple of times.
Have a Pepsi.
Age of Empires.
Yeah.
It came out like 97, 98, but it was a Windows 95 game.
Oh, so good.
Love that game. I still crave it. It's
I do
weird. It's
too,
like
yeah.
burned in my brain. And Flight Simulator blew my mind.
Yeah.
I remember like feeding
was.
calves being like, man, the only way I will ever be a pilot, Flight Simulator.
I'm in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I remember thinking like, man, this guy looks just like this on the game.
Exactly. Am I in Flight Simulator or is this real life?
It's
I'm
like-
having a hard time.
and now you
distinguishing.
really are like
I know.
almost in it.
Yeah, we're like
We're a simulation in a simulation. Playing a
dome with-
simulation.
dome within
in
a dome.
simulation. Motocross Madness I played a lot of too.
cool.
And I played it on 95.
That's awesome. Did you ever play these games?
This was the golden age of games.
It kind of was.
Now
huh?
I think they've been kind of they've gone too far. I think they're a little ruined. They're just not the same. They don't have the quality. But maybe it's my interest, and I think they're not as good.
that could be.
It's probably what it is.
So when you played these games, did you ever wear anything specific to play?
Oh yeah, basketball shorts and
Basketball
no
short.
shirt.
But think about that's exactly probably what I wore too. But think about if you had something like the off the grid surplus over and out hybrid
That's
shorts.
what I
mean,
would've
think
worn.
about it. Think about the way that you could perform knowing that you had everything you needed in pockets on you in place
And not
where they
worrying
should
about
be.
overheating.
Yeah, I mean, what if you spilled the ranch dressing? It doesn't really matter because they will just wipe clean, right? I mean, what if you spilled the Pepsi on you? You're okay because
Have another Pepsi.
have another Pepsi. These freaking shorts. This is the last time I'm going to tell you about it, guys. Hell, it might not be, but I'm thinking this is the last time I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, they have this nylon spandex blend ripstop. This fabric, your mind's going to be blown with this fabric. It's lightweight. It protects against tears, scuffs, abrasions.
It's stretchy.
It's stretchy. You guys, we talk about it a million times, but it has the 4-way stretch crotch gusset. You guys, it's freaking amazing. These shorts are versatile. They're stylish. Has the 8-pocket system, increased belt loop height, subtle, but so functional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So go to offthegridsurplus.com. You're going to get an extra 15% off when you use our code CASUALPREPPERS15. You can remember that because we're Casual Preppers and you get 15% off.
It's easy.
Casual Preppers 15. Offthegridsurplus.com. Go check them out.
Seriously. I use their pants to just do everyday work around the house.
Sure.
Because I know I can get down in the garden, not worry about them getting dirty. And oh man,
I sleep in them. I shower in them.
Yeah. I go out to town in them.
I go to church in them.
You probably could.
You probably could. That's what I'm saying,
They're
guys.
nice.
Yeah. Johnny Andrew Malloy.
Mm-hmm.
Molloy. Would you guys rather survive the rest of your lives in an underground bunker or in a space station? Yeah, I went with bunker just because I feel like if the door opened to the bunker, I wouldn't die.
That's true.
If the door opened to my space station, I'd die.
Yeah,
right.
True. There's a lot more risk with being in space.
Well, there definitely is.
But I'm going to go with being in space.
Okay.
Because I feel like you'd have like an amazing view, possibly, and you're a lot more isolated. It's a lot harder for bandits and stuff to come to that space station.
Space bandits
So
aren't as big a deal right now
no,
as like normal Earth bandits.
not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
But maybe by the time we're at
True.
the point of building bunkers in space, there's going to be bandits everywhere.
Space bunker.
But man, I think space would be cool because the bunker life is kind of a prepper wet dream. But to me, I'm like, I'd be super depressed. Down in there.
Hashtag bunker life. You know?
Heck yeah, bro.
Hashtag benzos.
Hashtag what?
Hashtag have a Pepsi.
Yep. Hashtag stay. I can't talk to that.
Hashtag what was the other
Hashtag stay out of trouble.
one? Trouble. That's what it is.
And I screwed up the hashtag saying that.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Hashtaggers and trouble.
Rubbers.
I'm an old trouble drawer. Richard. I wanted to say Kelvin. Richard Kevin.
Richard Kevin. Richard Kevin Scott Cameron Kobe Cody Colby. I got a bunch of first names.
Yeah, all sound the same.
All sound the same.
You can mix them up.
Yeah.
If you bugged out to your cabin and could have any famous person present with you, who would it be?
Past or present.
And past or present. And you can't choose each other because as beautiful as your guy love is, we all naturally assume that you'll spend the apocalypse side by side anyway.
You're probably right.
I didn't even answer it because obviously I think the most likely survivalist that I would get along with is Les Stroud. All right, I'm done today. I'm done, man.
Shroud.
I was up late last night, and it's just affecting my speech.
Yeah, I picked Les Stroud.
You have cancer. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You have cancer. I mean, you got a stomach
You're
ache.
in big trouble. You got some cancer today.
Well, the test came back negative. You're in trouble.
The biopsy results were positive, and you didn't do a lot of trouble. You got cancer.
Here, have a Pepsi. Start
I
doing
feel
that
like
at work.
that's how I'm going to be talking all day.
I went with Les Stroud because he's famous-ish. And if I'm bugging out, I want to survive. Les Shroud.
Les Shroud's his cousin. Goes by a different name.
Shroud. Wasn't there like a tire store or something?
Mm-hmm.
Les Olson. That's what it is. Yeah.
Les Schwab.
Les Schwab.
Les Olson.
Les Olson. They're like the they're the copier company or
We've been
something.
going way too long.
Good hell. Yeah, because if I'm bugging out, I want to survive. So give me a survivalist. Les Stroud. I think I could hang out with him.
It's Shroud. The T's pronounced as an H.
The T's actually an H. Les Shroud.
Yeah.
Shroud of
He just
Fur.
seems like the most one that you could talk to. Maybe not. He might be super
He's got
weird.
Bigfoot stories too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did a Bigfoot show.
Why did I not know that?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Hell, I don't know. Is it my turn? Yeah. Jesse Nicely.
It is.
Jesse Nicely.
Jesse.
Nicely. Let's talk about EDC flashlights. Do you think they are something overlooked by most? What is your guys' top picks for EDC lights? And what are the most important qualities? My top pick is the Phoenix E35 V3.0. By the way, best podcast out there. Keep up the great work. Stay survived.
I looked that light up and I'm impressed.
Is it nice?
I'm impressed.
I have a Phoenix. I have a Phoenix light too, but I don't know what brand, what model it is. But I'm gonna let this Cam do this one because this is his. He's pretty snobbish about this, and I'm not.
Snobbish about
but I'm
that.
not. I don't really care. Like I use a lot of Olight. I have a Phoenix. I have
You don't care, but you do.
Yeah.
Prefer quality.
Yeah, but again, I don't know like the really expensive brands. I know Olight's sort of like middle range, so I know there's more expensive brands, and I just had never used them.
Yeah, I don't feel like you need to get into that range.
I don't know.
Like, and I haven't used any, probably like any of those really high cost fancy brands. But here's the big things with like for flashlights for me, and I am a snob with them.
Yeah.
Hand torch, that's what they are.
Yeah.
They need to be durable. Number one, obviously, it's like strong enough that maybe if you have to hit something or knock something open with them, they're not going to shatter. And then
Like your wife talks back. Is that what you're saying?
You can bop your kids on the head with them.
My dad used to thump me with his like boom like that.
Yeah,
He
Dad's fingers are
he's like Bigfoot. He's got gigantic
He
hands.
is Bigfoot.
It's like I think I had a couple concussions before I was 5 from getting thumped on the head. Anyways,
Flip me on the head, eyes went cross. Flip me on the head again, eyes went normal. I don't know.
Have a Pepsi.
The other big thing for me is it has to have a built-in charger.
Yeah.
Like it can charge on the device. I hate the ones you have to put in its own charger, the battery. I hate that crap. I don't deal with that anymore.
And that use like the C1242255 5.7 battery.
Yeah, that like those that have the batteries that have to go in their own charger. Screw that. Throw them away.
Throw them away.
If they have a battery charger built in, or the battery itself now will have a charger on it or a port, and it has like preferably USB-C. I hate micro USB.
Yeah, they're a
Can't
pain in the
stand
butt,
it.
aren't they?
The other thing is I like it to have some sort of magnetic side to it so you can mount it to stuff.
Yeah.
And then memory. I hate the ones that you like.
Yeah.
You click on the high beam and then you click it off and then you turn it back on. It goes back to the low beam. Or
It goes
maybe
to strobe.
Yeah. Or maybe you don't want. Maybe you're using a green light or red and it won't go back to that. I hate that. And then the other thing is that they're not strong enough. Like your max lumen or is it lumen? Yeah, lumen should be no less than 2,000. Like, I feel like those little pocket ones, you can get a lot that can go 1,500 or above. But I prefer, like, if it's going to go high beam, I want it like 4,000 or 6,000. Blind people. That's exactly the other reason I want it. It's like, boom, you're blind. Anyways, that's some of the things I like. I found pretty much all these features in the Nebo light. I love those.
Yeah.
The one that has the adjustable end that you can put at a 90 degree and stuff like that. And it has all the different lighting. And it charges on the device. It has all that good stuff. Olight I really like. I have a couple of those and I like those. But Coast Portland, don't overlook them. I think they have a super durable light and I've really liked it.
They're cheap. Holy crap, they're so cheap.
What's the one that we just got that's orange and black? Blackfire? Blackfire. Yeah.
Right.
Something like that.
Yeah, Blackfire.
They have really. I use their flashlight quite a bit. It has an LED on the side and in the front, and so you can kind of adjust. Yeah. Anyways, don't. Yeah, I wouldn't skip out on a cheap flashlight. Like you'll totally regret that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't skip out on it. Don't skip out on a good flashlight.
You're asking for trouble,
man. You got Crancer today. I can't wait to go back to work.
I know.
Tristan Geary. Okay, see, on the terms of hydration, I wrote one just like this.
What?
But I'm Geary.
I'm Geary. Wow.
On the terms of hydration, would something like liquid IV be something good to stock up on? Why or why not?
Me personally, I think it's a great idea for several reasons. I like the fact, like, I'm not great with just drinking straight water all day, for one thing.
Yeah.
I have to have something else, or I don't drink enough water. I have to have some flavor or something. Even if it just has bubbles for me, I'll drink it. Just straight water, I can't
You'll
drink.
have to try these. I don't know if you'd be sipping on it, but
Yeah, maybe not. But Liquid IV has like flavor that's not bad though. Some of them. But I do have some things that are kind of similar to this that are mixes that I have in my bug out bag in my EDC kit. They're maybe not like straight Liquid IV, but I have some stuff that are like immunity boosting packs that are similar. They're not Liquid IV, but they're similar. Nutrient Survival makes some like that, but I think it's a good idea.
yeah, it is. Like a lot of people that are like borderline needing IV hydration, they've just been drinking either straight water or they're just going off from Gatorade.
Yeah.
Neither are going to replace the electrolytes. So, like can save you a lot of money of having to go in and get IV fluids.
Yeah.
And in a pinch or out in the wilderness or whatever, like rehydration salts all the way. Like you've got to have these. So I think they're extremely important.
What about a Pepsi though?
Yeah, have a Pepsi.
It's so funny.
You got diarrhea or tummy aches? Here's a Pepsi.
My dad's sister, his younger sister, when she was like 15, they got lost and stranded in the woods in the winter, and they were stuck up there for a few days, and they couldn't find them. So my grandpa went out to find them in a helicopter. They were going and they found him. Luckily, you want to know what he did? He threw him down a 6-pack of Pepsi. We'll be back to get you. 100%. That's what he did.
That's amazing.
I know, it's hilarious, huh?
Our family's lived off this for years.
For years. We're a Pepsi family.
Look at my boy Kobe.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
Andrew Stevenson, the president has created the Office of Emergency Preparedness, screw you, FEMA, and named you two executive directors. What is the first proposal you send to his desk for executive action? Great question,
It
Andrew.
is an awesome
This is a
question.
great question. So I'm going with this. A couple of things. Number one, teaching emergency preparedness as part of school curriculum. Even if it isn't like a class you got to take for 3 semesters or whatever. Just like there has to be some sort of little bit of
Skip maturation.
Yeah.
And just go into prepping.
Skip algebra. Do emergency preparedness.
In reality, probably
You know
is
what I mean?
better.
The second one would be to expand the county emergency management budgets. I don't think they get enough money. I think they need to be able to spend more. And maybe that doesn't come from the feds, but we're going to say it does anyways. We're the president of the emergency preparedness office, so screw you. Third, all phones come pre-subscribed to Casual Preppers podcast.
I like that one.
That's a good one, don't you think?
Yeah. The new iPhone 14 included Casual Prep.
Do you remember when on the iPhone,
It's like AOL Online that was on every computer.
or when they like automatically downloaded that U2 album to everybody?
Oh yeah,
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
It'd be the same thing. It's like you get it.
that is a good
You
idea.
got a phone, you get it.
Yeah, I'm not a policy writer, and I don't understand all the details of this stuff, but I thought this would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Companies have to offer a preparedness fund for all employees.
Well, I like that.
Like instead, also your 401k, you get a little bit put in there, and you can match it or whatever.
You know, it's
want.
like $100 a year.
Yeah.
You know?
Just they need to add a little something that can only be used for that.
Yeah.
The other thing, I was like, maybe all medical insurance premiums that are unused for the year are largely rolled over into an emergency fund for the subscriber.
Oh, I like that.
I hate
Insurance
more
companies
than
would hate it.
anything that the premium just goes out. You pay $20,000 a year, you never go to the hospital. They take all of that.
They take it
That's
all.
BS.
Yeah.
There should be some that.
There should be a cap on it, right?
Yeah, they can take some for something, but for the most part, like that should go into somewhere maybe that you can't access or an HSA. It should like they shouldn't just get it all.
Well,
So I'm
that's
like-
how they make their money.
And a bunch of it.
They make a lot of it. They do.
And the hospitals are to blame as well. But
They are.
anyways, I'm like that'd be kind of cool if it's like it rolled over a little into kind of a fund like an HSA. You can only use it to buy survival goods.
Yeah. PA.
10% of it goes to the casual purpose fund.
Exactly.
Oh. Anyways,
That's it.
sorry. That was
Woo-wee.
wow. I couldn't read, couldn't talk, but we got through it.
We got her done. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you. Please make sure you're subscribed. You're following us on all the platforms that we are. Tell your friends about us. Let them have a listen.
Yeah.
Don't
Get them out
order.
of trouble.
Get them out of trouble. Stay survived.